Hey guys, episode 2 here. One thing I'm noticing about living in my car is storage and clutter seem to be a bit of an issue. Now the stimulus checks hit, today's the 19th, so 2 days ago. So I think what I'm going to do is invest in either a small drawer type setup that I can use for my clothes, specifically for my clothes, because that's what seems to be causing me the most trouble. Or, get little, storage bins or something, but, this place is a mess. Anyway, today's snack is gonna be Cheez-It Grooves, bold cheddar look. I'm gonna be picking up a friend later today, a friend who has asked not to be on camera. And still no word yet on whether or not I can determine where it is that I'm living. Or not living, but working, I should say. So, I'll get back to you on that. But I thought that I would share with you how this whole thing started. So, I was living in New York. I had my own security consultancy for about 10 years. Before the pandemic killed it. So, I'm desperate for work. I'm, taking whatever security gig that I can get. I end up doing a lot of homeless shelter security for families, children, drug addicts, people, basically in need. And I'm one step away from being there myself. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, you can pull yourself out of homelessness. This whole series is based around that concept. So anyway, I was offered a job in Colorado by a scam artist who shall remain nameless. Told me that he was working with a company called Zyphos. Now, my understanding is that... let me back up here. I take the plane over here in October, and I immediately, enroll in a homeless shelter, because what else am I going to do? I don't have any money. I get to the guy. We start the process for getting my security license for the state of Colorado, or I should say the city of Denver, because that's where I was supposed to be stationed. Guy takes off with my money. Zyphos was allegedly the company I was going to work for, but they'd never heard of the guy, and I basically got screwed. So, lesson learned. And I know I should have known better. I mean, don't get me wrong, but we had the whole Zoom interview, we had the whole, in-person interview, face-to-face, couple of meetings. We went through the whole rigmarole. So it's not like this was some kind of, hey, here's a job on the internet, let's go do this. No, we had the whole thing set up. It was very professional looking. It was very, I want to say office matrix. I don't even know if that's the right term, but the point is, it was very convincing. So after that happened, I decided I was going to do Uber Eats on foot in downtown Denver. A couple of people showed me how to get to and from the shelter via the public transit system, and I just kept going. I earned, I think it was $200. I bought myself a bike. And then Christmas Day rolls around, and the shelter decides that since I'm capable of doing things on my own, like getting my driver's license or getting a job or whatever the case might be, I no longer need their services. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? How does that even work? But apparently that's how it works out here in Denver, so thanks, Denver Rescue Mission. This ECS woman likes to make up rules, I found out really quick, based on what some of the other residents had told me. So, yeah, now I'm banned from that facility because I'm capable of doing things on my own. Not that that makes any sense to me, but what can you do, right? So I kept doing Uber Eats on a bike, met up with a gentleman who I should probably also not name until I have his permission, because I don't know what the laws are concerning privacy and stuff like that, but he bought me 2 weeks at a hotel after supplying me with a tent, sleeping bag, a couple of other supplies that are currently in my trunk, and allowed me to study for my CDL exam. Now, I failed the CDL exam, I think it was 4 times already, and I'm going to keep trying, don't get me wrong. But at some point, I got to make a move to stop spinning my wheels. So I took my last unemployment check. I say last, I mean, they're still doing unemployment now. But I took one of my last unemployment checks. I bought a car with it. I started doing Uber Eats with that. Uber Eats thinks I'm on a bicycle, but I'm actually using a car, and nobody seems to give a damn. So we did that. And eventually I found this place, r/Denver List, a great community. If you ever get the chance to join them, I highly recommend it. They've got some good stuff there. And I basically just begged for a freaking job. That's literally all I did. I went to r/Denver List. I thanked the people who had been helping me, and I begged for a job. This one gentleman contacted me and told me where I could find work, and here I am, delivering pizzas for a living out of the same car that I'm living in. Not that I recommend that. So now, with this latest stimulus check, I've been getting all the upgrades I need to make this car either safer, more reliable, faster, whatever the case might be. This radio is still driving me nuts because I don't know what the hell happened to it. And I'm pretty sure that my cigarette lighter crapped out on me, so power is going to be a bit of an issue. I mean, obviously I can keep buying power banks, but I'd rather not, eventually it's going to be too much, but for the time being, everything seems to be working out. I have decided that I'm going to go to a legitimate restaurant today because I am starving my ass off and I need a legitimate meal. I say legitimate, I need a hot meal, basically. I can't, like once a week I have to have a hot meal. I know that sounds ridiculous, but, and I know some of you thinking, well, don't they just give you free pizza at the joint? And yes, they do, and to their credit, I'm grateful for that, but I can't keep living on pizza. I'm going to get fatter. Okay, I'm already fat as it is, but I mean, the pizza's great, don't get me wrong, but it's not something you want to make, 100% of your diet. You want to, mix it up. Not even for variety's sake, but for your own health, for your own body, for your own stamina, I guess. But anyway, if you guys see me, making deliveries in your area, in the Aurora area, then, say hi. And I will catch up with you folks next time. In the meantime, I'm going to go eat.